What if the secret to building a business empire wasn't about grinding harder, but thinking clearer? So as Marcus Aurelius once said, you have the power over your mind, not external events. Realize this and you'll find strength. In today's video, we're going to be breaking down 7 Stoic principles used by some of the world's most elite entrepreneurs that help them work under pressure, have clarity, and be calm throughout their days to build a successful business. Who am I? I'm Simon Mucha. I read over 1 book per week. And on this channel, we talk about business mastery, we talk about wealth creation and mindset. If you're ready to level up your game, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Let's get straight into it. So the first lesson is control the controllables. So as Marcus Aurelius said, you have power over your mind, not outside events. So don't waste energy on things outside of your control. If you're wasting your time worrying about the market, worrying about customers, worrying about what your competitors are doing, you're not going to be focusing on your business. What can you control? You can control your perceptions, your decisions, your actions. That is everything you can control. What are your perceptions? The way you see your world, the decisions you make, and the actions you take in the world. So emotional control is going to help your business succeed. That is something you can control. Control your emotions. So Jeff Bezos, when he built Amazon, he was under enormous pressure. He had critics, he had investors. They didn't want to put money into the business. But what did he do? He focused on the controllables. He focused on giving customers absolutely outstanding service. And look at Amazon now, worth trillions of dollars. So control the controllables. Don't try and control things outside of your control. All you have control over are your perceptions, your decisions, and your actions. Everything else is not in your control. Control the controllables and you'll succeed as a business owner. The next point that I want to make is to delay emotional reactions. So Epictetus, what did he say? If you are distressed by anything external, it is not the thing itself, but your estimate of it. So what does emotions do? They cloud judgment. So emotions cloud judgment. And if you're trying to run a successful business and be a leader, if you're an emotional person, it's going to cloud your judgment, right? So what do we need to do? We need to learn to pause and breathe. So whenever I'm emotional or charged, I'll pause. It's a habit I've developed. So I'm emotional, I'm charged, I'll pause. And then I'll breathe 3 to 5 times. I normally do box breathing. And what does that do? It allows me to regulate my emotions and then I can think and decide accordingly, right? Calm thinking is very rare. A lot of people are emotional, but the leaders are the ones that are calm and can think under pressure. It's a powerful business tool, right? What about Elon Musk? Think about the pressure he has from the marketplace. All the time he's got pressure upon him, pressure upon him, pressure upon him. What does he do? He breathes and he works through his emotions and he stays grounded. That's important to stay under control to build a successful business. Delay your emotional reactions. So lesson 3 is practicing negative visualization. So Seneca is a great Stoic. He said, he robs present ills of their power who has perceived their coming beforehand, right? So what we need to do is visualize the worst case scenarios before they come about. And when you visualize these worst case scenarios before they come about, what can you do? You can prepare for them, you can plan for them. If that happens, what can I do? If that happens, what can I do? And also, a great thing to do is accept what's gonna happen. If that was potentially gonna happen, accept the worst case scenario and be okay with it, because then it doesn't take power over you. Also, fear fades when you are prepared. By practicing negative visualization, what you can do is you can be prepared for potential outcomes and then overcome them when they come about. So Tim Ferriss, he wrote the 4-Hour Work Week. When he was writing this book, he practiced the Stoic philosophy. He practiced negative visualization. He thought about all the things that could go wrong and he overcame them. So in your life, practice a negative visualization. When you're going to a meeting, when you're going through a situation at work or when you're developing a business, what could go wrong and overcome it? It's a very powerful thing to do. So lesson 4, we need to value time over ego. So Seneca once said, it's not that we have short time to live, but we waste much of it. So if you were to think about your day, your week, your month, and evaluate how much time are you wasting? Is that time all productive or are you wasting it? And what do millionaire entrepreneurs do? They focus on time. They're effective and efficient by focusing on those moveable needing tasks, right? So Naval Ravikant, so he's the founder of AngelList, angel investor. So he doesn't worry about competing with other people or the competition or trying to impress anyone else. He focuses on building a business that is successful and what moves the needle the most. So that's what you need to do. Don't get caught up trying to impress anyone else. Just focus on what's going to move the needle the most. Focus on valuing your time and you'll be successful. So lesson 5 is detach from the outcome, focus on the effort. So Epictetus, he said, don't hope that events will turn out the way you want. Welcome events in whichever way they happen, right? So build a habit of showing up regardless of the result. If you show up every day over and over again, some form of result's gonna come, but you're not gonna know what the result's gonna be, right? Let go of the outcomes and focus on your actions. What do actions lead? Actions lead to reactions and reactions lead to results. So focus on your actions each every day, right? So process over perfections is gonna win every day, right? What about James Clear? He wrote Atomic Habits, right? But prior to that, he was showing up every week for years and years writing blog posts. before he got any traction, but now he sold millions and millions of copies, right? Because he wasn't attached to the outcome, he was focusing on what he's doing today, every day, and by focusing on that, it led to the result. So when you have a goal, it's like goal setting. All you can do is show up and do the actions every day. You can't guarantee that result's gonna come about or that outcome's gonna show up, but the probability is gonna be far greater and far higher if you focus on doing the discipline today, each and every day. So let go of the outcome, focus on the discipline today, and your success will be assured. So lesson 6 is turning obstacles into opportunities. So Marcus Aurelius, he said the impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way, right? So every challenge that you face has a hidden lesson in it. And it's up to you to find that lesson. One of my teachers, John DeMartini, he talks about all the challenges we face are there to serve us. They're there to help us on our journey. It's important to recognize that every challenge or obstacle that you face is a stepping stone to get you from where you are to where you need to go. If you didn't have these obstacles, if you didn't have these challenges, you wouldn't know what's important to you, because you would disregard it. What about Howard Schultz? He left Starbucks and he came back in a downturn. They were struggling, but he realized that these struggles that they were having, these challenges that he faced, were an opportunity for him to reset the business and explode it on its next phase of growth. So these challenges you face in life, they're there to help you succeed. Take them as stepping stones to help you get better in business. So lesson 7 is about practicing daily stillness. So there's a Zen proverb. It says to be calm is the highest achievement of the self. So why stillness? Because stillness is where clarity happens. It's where vision emerges. We need to practice daily stillness each and every day, because this gives us insights to make sure that our business can be successful. So what can we do? Create a space throughout your day where you can practice some form of stillness. I like to wake up and meditate for 20 minutes every morning. I've been doing it for years and years and years. Why do I do that? Because it gives me insights, it gives me vision that helps me expand my business. What about Bill Gates? So Bill Gates has Think Weeks. He goes away for 1 to 2 weeks a year. And what does he do? He thinks. It's called a Think Week. And this is where some of the greatest visions emerge to build his business to where it is today. So take time to practice daily stillness. It's such a powerful thing that it's going to help you build your business. That's a wrap, guys. Thanks for watching this video. Be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.